An 11 years old girl rents a man in his 20s. Don't worry, I know how weird the title sounds, and do not be afraid, although it might seem like it, this is not a lolly hentai, but quite a heartwarming manga. Welcome to MangaTimes episode 7, I'm your host Postnikov. Now the name of this manga is Rinko-chan to Himosugara. It's quite of an unknown manga, and if I'm not mistaken, I must be the first person to make a video on it. So what's the story about anyways? The manga tells the story of Shimotsuki Rinko, an 11 years old girl. At first glance, she looks completely normal, but the truth is that she hides a dark secret. A secret that she's too ashamed to talk about to anyone. A few years ago, Rinko was a normal girl. She had a loving family, and everything seemed fine and the future seemed also to be bright. But all came to a halt one day, when her parents divorced. After that, everything went downhill really fast. She moved to another city with her mother, who slowly started to shift her behavior after the divorce. Now let's talk about her mother. She grew colder and more distant towards her daughter, stopping to cook for her, leaving home and overall neglecting her. At first it started with her leaving for short amounts of time and leaving some money from Rinko to eat. But one day her mother completely disappeared and left her with 300,000 yens. And that's when our story actually starts. One day Rinko is decided to go find her mother. She tries calling her but to no avail. Therefore, she decides to go out and look for her in the streets. Unfortunately for her, she will not find her mother this day. Instead, she finds a passed out man in his 20s on a busy alley. Being concerned for his safety, she checks if he's okay. He wakes up and tells her his name, Haruno. He also reveals to her that he's a kept man. For those unaware of it, a kept man is a man supported financially by a female lover. It's a rental boyfriend who's allowed to do sexual stuff. There are more kept women than kept men, but it's quite interesting to have that perspective. Now Rinko contemplates her situation and realizes that she's too tired to be alone, and on a whim, decides to hire him with the money that her mother gave her before disappearing. And that's how their story starts. Haruno moves in with her, and he cooks and cleans her apartment for her. Rinko finally starts to find a semblance of a normal life again, and hopefully it lasts. Now this manga is personally an extremely underrated story, as its characters are quite complex and their interactions are truly touching. Rinko is of course an emotional mess. She's a young and distressed girl that tries her hardest to keep on going despite her unfortunate predicament. But what's even more interesting is the character of Haruno and how his interactions with Rinko will change her life. He acts like an older brother to her, taking care of her in exchange for money. His archetype is also quite enigmatic. There is a lot of lore behind his actions, which you will uncover as you start reading the manga. As I'm making the video, 9 chapters of this manga have been translated. I read the Japanese rows and they go up to chapter 24 if I'm not mistaken. Give this manga a try and I think you will not be disappointed by it. And if you like it, don't forget to recommend this video to your friends. Anyways, thanks for watching this. I'm grateful for 3,000 subscribers. We're just getting started. Please consider subscribing and liking this video. I really value your output and any interactions from you guys will help greatly with the growth of this channel. See you for next video. Bye.